Hello, hello, and welcome back to FeatherFall. This is Dardamos with Dardamos Dominions, and we are moving into turn 17. In the last episode, you'll remember that we were moving to attack the throne and to finally avenge our poor Dione Koichi. I sent way more than I should have in order to definitely avenge him with style. We have received a pile of gems again, and this is going to end up being pretty standard. But what hasn't really kicked in yet is this construction. I have not yet started doing any serious. I haven't done any serious construction yet, and I need to start doing that. However, I'm lacking in commanders, and I need to start making those commanders. It's Construction 3 we got, right? Okay, so the good news is that Construction 3, we're going to get Legions of Steel. The downside is I've gone into combat without it. We've received a fire site and nothing. Okay. Okay, so once again, we're going through and we're just cleaning up these guys. Uh-oh, we got to see this one. Okay. So if you remember, we were kind of a little worried about this, but we wanted to get these shamans. We're pretty sure these shamans are at this location, and these guys are very, very good for late game. They go into communions without a problem. They cast high level nature mages not nature spells because of their communions. So this would be a wonderful chassis to get. Not only that, but it also is awesome for crafting. Site searching. The nice thing about Astral is the remote searching for Astral is one, so you only need one path, where most of the other ones require two or maybe even three. I think it's only two for most, except for Astral. So this would break us into Astral hard, even though we're not, completely, even though they're only Astral 1, that's all you need. And Astral kind of works like that. All you need is one Astral. You don't need these big Astral mages unless you can mass recruit them, and then you'll get into Soul Slays and stuff like that. But just getting one Astral on a mage is so powerful. The downside, the reason we've been avoiding them, is that these guys have got a 20 piercing damage attack. And there's not a lot of them, but they're not necessarily easy to kill. And our protection is only 17, and I don't know if our Dominion had spread here in the previous episodes. I could go back and check. My guess is it might have, but it doesn't matter because we finally decided to come in and attack these guys. Okay, so if you see, they just eat our undead. And like, there's 6 of them attacking these guys, and like, they're taking major damage, and they're probably gonna get afflictions, and we did win, but if you see, like, we lost all our undead giants, and I know at least one of those Nephil giants got an affliction. So, it's 150 per Nephil giant, and that's like, it's 15. Imagine if, like, 15 of your human troops got an affliction. It's a big hit. So, Silvermark. We're going to go into Silvermark. This is the throne. Okay, and this is how you deal. Okay, if you look, we didn't get an accurate reconstruction of what happened with the last battle, but we did take out a lot of their troops, including their cataphracts and a good amount of their front chaff. So this guy still has a nature gem, a water gem. This guy still has 2 pearls, which will do absolutely nothing. And this guy still has 2 fire. So we can still see 2 elementals. So I guess we didn't bait as much as we wanted to. Okay, so, oh man, that was a lightning bolt right on that guy. Did he? Yeah, he got hit really hard by that lightning bolt, but he was able to soak it. Okay, and the nice thing is, I think that Body Ethereal does not... Trampling actually goes through Body Ethereal, if I remember correctly. So he died really quickly. The sad thing is that the War Elephant finally routed. Our archers are doing a good job of shooting our own troops, getting their kill counts higher. Friendly fire still does count as a kill. So, where are they? Kooni Bakamone. 17, 20, 37. So yeah, I don't exactly know how that works because there's definitely not 37 guys here, but I'm gonna put like these guys down to friendly fire. The bandits didn't do their job, didn't kill enough of their own troops. We got our revenge though, and that's the important thing. Our Dione, oh, who is this guy? I can't remember. Let's see. Let's view. Oh, where is he? Man, we got all these troops here. They just kind of fit in. So Nikki, oh, that's right. Nikki is returning again, and he witnessed the vengeance that we wreaked upon them, and he even got 4 kills in order to show his disdain. Okay, so Divine Ocean. This is where we sent in the mercs. Oh man, it's getting cold outside. Okay. And there are no net guys, so we should just outright wreck these guys. Oh wait, nope, they got nets. But like we massacre these guys. It's great. And oh, not that one. Divine Ocean. And no losses, which means we can easily go attack another one. Okay. So the AI has decided that they are ready to come back and retake the throne. Or sorry, not the throne, their capital. And I'm not gonna lie, this might win. Ah, it did. Okay. So yeah, they're now underneath. They're now under siege, which kind of stinks. But oh well, it's not a big deal. We don't get income, but we still get gem income, and that's kind of what we wanted as a super combatant. Or like a big giant nation with your giant chassis. You want earth gems. Earth gems are the most important gem in the game to you. Whereas other nations might want boosters or something like that. You just want gear. And Earth and Nature, I think, are your best ones. Fire's not bad. Oh, let me just see if any of these are worth it. That's not worth it. Whispering Waste, I kind of got a hint of what's going on here. So he's come in here, and this is the last of Arcocephali's flyers. And they did assassinate the leader, which is exactly what they wanted to do. But for one reason or another, oh, they're routing. Okay, there it goes. So that kind of didn't work as planned. Wait, oh yeah, we got defeated. Okay, so that really sucked, but oh well. We got events. So province income, effigy of war. Okay. We got the Effigy of War. I want you guys to remember this because this is a big item. It's a huge item. It almost causes a war. We did get a black steel sword, but we got 330 gold, which is going to kind of come back and bite us in the bottom, if I remember correctly. So we've got 800 gold in the bank, and we're not spending it right now. Now, the nice thing is I was kind of wondering what was going on with Femoria because we hadn't seen his Fomorian giants. And at this point, and we're heading into diplomacy, by the way. So on this point, I'm getting hold of Mictlan, and I don't want him to get broadsided because Hinnom has a force here, Femoria has a force here, and if you guys can't really, I mean, I imagine you guys can see where this is going. I mean, you just like, oh my, that is a very big. Can I undo that? Nope. Sorry, we're gonna get a smaller pen. Yeah, you have this, and you have this. And all of a sudden, Mictlan just goes away. They get eaten. So from that perspective, I think Mictlan's about to be done. I think he's dead. And so I'm getting a hold of him and just saying, like, hey, if you need any help, just give us, you know, we might be able to give you some gems or some money if at all possible. You know, we don't want these guys to get big and, you know, actually have 2 caps like anybody else. And so we start warning them. And not only that, but it also... Worst case scenario, they get eaten quickly, and it, you know, we helped warn them a little bit, and we seem like good guys. Best case scenario, I don't remember what's going on. Like they might get eaten quickly. On the other hand, and not like best case scenario, these Mictlan, instead of continuing to expand, he comes back and tries to defend this border, and they lose a turn of expansion. If you see down here, Lanka has started to take the rest of these independent provinces. Now the nice thing is that I think we're going to be taking Arcocephali very soon. But Pan is kind of, I mean, they've encroached on our territory. I don't say encroached, but like they finished up expansion, and expansion finishing at turn 17 seems really weird. So something's going on with Pan, because Pan's capital is right here, and I think we just found this out. Yeah, we're starting to actually get scouts out. And for him to not have his cap too is very odd, and for Pan to have gone after Arcocephali is really weird. And I didn't raise flags for me immediately, but this either means Pan's a bad player, or he's going after somebody over like here or here or here. And I'm not exactly sure. Vanheim right here is his teammate though. And I've started to talk to some of the other players, and they're saying, hey, Pan is getting very, very, very big. And there's a lot of worry that's coming in that direction because of it. So we're kind of talking with Pan and getting along quite well with them, because they don't want to fight us and we don't want to fight them. They got spoils from this Arco fight. We're getting spoils from this Arco fight. And we're both kind of the big guys on the block at this point, as far as I know. I've also gotten word that, like I said from Tianchi, that Femoria is doing so very good. So from the sounds of it, the global players are Pan Vanheim, us, and Femoria Hinam. In addition, we've seen Vanheim is right here. So this is us, and that's Vanheim. Now, what that means is Vanheim stretches from here to here. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They own 7 provinces just this way, not even counting up to down. Not even counting vertically. So my guess is Vanheim is huge. And we already can see Pan controls at least these 8. Plus these, that's 12, and probably a bunch up here too. So Pan has gotten more than their fair share. Vanheim has gotten more than their fair share. And from what I've heard, Hinam and Femoria border Tianchi on both sides as well. So that means that the other team that we're missing is Abyssia and I can't remember. Abyssia and Sarmatia. So Abyssia and Sarmatia are the last 2 around, and that means that they're probably getting eaten. I'm not gonna lie, they're probably getting eaten right now. So we don't know where they are, but we know that 2 of the teams are kind of they've lost early, and that left a disproportionate size of everybody else. Okay, that's Diplo. So Vanheim is here. We can still see this is really weird. I don't know why this is still empty. This one I can understand, because you can't. The only way you can get from to Umbro is through these water provinces, so that's nothing unusual. Let's see. Anything else diplomatically? Lanka's gonna. We're kind of wondering if he's gonna take this throne next, or to go to war with Pan, which is a possibility. Vather has decided that he's gonna go and see the world just like everybody else. This move right here, we're moving down here, and the reason we're moving down here is to get a site searching going. And I kind of just gave him these weapons because I think I might want to go after Deep Forest, or I might want to go help out down here just in general. I'm not exactly sure, but I figured I've got a sword and shield. I might as well equip it. And so he's going to go down there, start site searching, and that's pretty much what we're going to be doing, is a lot of site searching. We got pillaging going on here. This guy's moving up to build a lab here, or probably a temple, and to site search as well. We site searched this territory, found nothing. We're going to continue with these mercenaries. These mercenaries are wonderful. And I don't know if you caught this yet. This one connects to these 2. Which are, okay, this one actually connects land-wise. So I might actually be able to take these 2 islands as well, and then my province count will be through the roof. So that's my moves. Mercenaries, nothing new on the mercenary front. I'm probably gonna, that's the other one. I'm also finally coming down here to take this. I told Tianchi, hey, get out, because we really do want to take this territory. And as you can see, it's just the guys that we just fought with. I guess I probably should have gone like this and kept those guys in a group. I don't know why that guy's there. I don't know. But we're going to come down, take this territory down here, and then we're going to be at a lot of provinces. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 provinces in 17 turns is not great, but considering that I didn't get a whole lot out of this war, I think I got one, no, two provinces from this war. My ally is at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 provinces. So all in all, we're doing very well. We also control one cap and probably will take that second cap. We're just letting him build up slingers here all day, and I think to be honest, I think we're just trying to convince him to go AI, because once we do that, then he's less of a problem, and is less likely to make intelligent moves. Uh, so choo 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 choo, and just so you know, like not going AI and being a pain is kind of one of your last dying breath type things that you can do. That you're helping out your enemy by doing so. We're gonna go here and not there. This guy. We're gonna go ping Thornwoods, and this time I'm only gonna ping it once, I think. Other than that, that's about the turn. Research. We finally have gotten Construction 3. We're going up to Conjuration 5 in order to get my Dai Tengu. I don't have an air random yet, but I have the faith that one day I will get an air random. This guy will be an air random, I promise. So, probably not the best. Looking back, Conjuration 5 isn't that important. I think that the enchantments would have been better, and the reason that's better is that I can get into Revive King. Revive King is really powerful. Strength of Giants would have been a lot better. Would have given me more options for my demons. Another option is that I could have gone deeper into alt and gotten Iron Skin, and then later where is it? Temper Flesh. So I think that the Conjuration grab, I think I was just a little too after seeing what Arco did with their little fly horses, I was like, I want flyers too. And forgetting that I just didn't have the capability to do so. So this guy right here, I'm putting out my Force Sork, which is kind of a big deal. I think that I want this guy. So if you remember, I can. I've got that robe of the Magi. So if I get air from him, I can go around and start air searching as well, which would be a big deal. Another reason why I'm going after the Dai Tengu is I'm already up to 62 air gems. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have more air gems, and it doesn't help to have these air gems just sitting here rotting. I don't have an air random yet, so I can't make the feathers, which is kind of hurting me a lot. In addition, I probably should be making my first dwarven hammer, and I'm not doing so. I think it's because I'm so low. Yeah, it's because I'm so low on earth gems. That's what my buddy or my partner is sending them, is because I'm so low on earth gems. I can't even make a dwarven hammer yet, and I'm really starting to kick myself for making the black steel plate armor. I think I made 2 of them or something like that. So that's probably a mistake. Let's move on to turn 18. Hold on, let me mark this. And 18. So, just end turn. Yeah, sure. Going into turn 18. Again, we're receiving the gems from Niflheim. He's not sending all his gems, and I'm very resentful about it. But actually, he's sending me air gems. I think I told him about how I wanted Dai Tengu, and I think he knows. Like, my partner knows that sometimes I do things because I'm an intelligent Dominions player, and then I do things because I'm an unintelligent Dominion player, and he normally catches those and he fixes them. And then he knows that the third option is I do them because I want to do them because they look fun. And this is one of those things I think he caught on, that like, I want Dai Tengu, they look fun, yay! And so he's like, here, just take the air gems, do it, promise not to lose too badly. We did find a Garden of Bones, which is very nice. I think this is a Death 2 site, and we're starting to get a lot of death. Niflheim is retaking Ulm, which this should be, oh yeah, especially with his Pretender's going to come over and just, munch, munch, crunch, crunch. Come on, go faster. I'm bored. And if I'm bored, you guys are bored. Okay, so this is kind of scary because he's at the corner and he's getting the crap kicked out of him. He's down to like half hit points. But it's okay. I got the faith. He's going to live. He's going to live. He lived. Oh, yeah. Somebody is running away, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. They're all routing, though. We win. The end. We did lose 2 Javelinists and a Nephil Giant, which is very painful. But considering that this is the last ride of Ulm except for their thrice horn boar, I mean, it was a good trade. It was a good trade. We're moving into Thorn Woods, which is a throne, and we're gonna look at this. Oh my! So it's got lore masters, which are just Astro 1, which mean jack squat. It's not a big deal. Uh, and so, like, I don't see any really big. Okay, that guy's scary. Um, yeah, and then do they have any other more of these lore masters? No, these are sages. I'm sorry. So they got one. Let me double check that real quick. I mean, instead of like, okay, so they've got one lore master and 5 sages. These guys are useless, and this guy is scary. So let's see what what he can do, and why he is scary. So this guy is an Astral 3, which means he can Soul Slay. He can do, I think he can do Light of the Northern Sky. And if he does that, then all those guys turn from S1, Astral 1 to Astral 2. That is a really good idea. If you have a lot of Astral, like low Astral 1 mages, and you're fighting against somebody with like 10-ish hit points, you can do Light of the Northern Star and then just have those S1s just spamming Soul Slay, or not Soul Slay, not Mind Hunt. Maybe Mind Hunt. The one that now it's just gonna bother me. But you can cast a spell that will do about 10 damage. Soul Slay Mind. I think it is Mind Hunt. But yeah. So he could cast that. He can also summon fire elementals. He can also summon water elementals, but not. He can only do one, and then he's going to sleep for days. He can summon Swarm twice using that many gems. He cast it once and then fatigue reduce, and then I think that's how you do it. Oh yeah, no, he boosts himself up to Nature 2, and then he casts it with the gems, and that reduces the fatigue by 2, which brings him to 50 fatigue, and then he uses it to cast it one more. He's at 150 fatigue for 2 castings of Swarm. So long and short, three nature gems will give you 2 casts of Swarm if you're Nature 1. But that really isn't that scary. I am more worried about the Astral 3 than anything else, but even that is not too scary. I probably want to make sure my magic resist is significantly higher, but I wouldn't come in here with just a Dione. I would just come in here. I mean, a bunch of demons would kill this crap. So, but I'm kind of hoping that we're getting these sages, or not, the lore masters, because they get 3 of any path. And if you look, they get 3 of literally any path. So this breaks you into anything. Now, it doesn't mean that the lore masters are going to be here, but it sometimes it does. I don't really get how it works. Okay, Arco is still trying to be, oh no, they're hitting a scout. I don't know why he did this. Maybe he thinks that we're not going to put PD into our provinces, but we're veteran players. Like, I'm not completely veteran. I still screw up a lot, but at least my buddy is not going to, forget about PD. So our awesome troops, our awesome mercenaries are going to come in here. Unless those are... Okay, so these things have coral spears, which they do poison damage. So these things can be a little bit scary. They're not as bad as Shark Tribe, or maybe they are. Triton Guard, I don't know. So we will take, like, down here, we're going to take a couple losses for sure, I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, we did. We took at least a couple losses. Yeah, we took 1. Not bad. 24 for 1. I'll take that. And we get to get our, get the income from the province. So, and they're only mercenaries, so not a big deal. View battle. They're only mercenaries, he says, after playing Battle Brothers the last couple nights. They're not people. Okay, bye-bye, elephants. So that was kind of sad. I don't exactly know why I had Hannibal going in first. But either way, we're not going to rehire the elephants, and sadly, they died, but they died under our... Oh no, I bet I did that. I bet I suicided him, and They died while under contract with us, which is, you know, fitting because they did so much good for us. It's only fair that they die with a Yomi flag upon their grave. And I'm sure we buried them with great honor, and we will respect and honor their sacrifice to our great cause. Unexpected event: 504 gold, water gems, and Dominion 3. Finally, luck is starting to pay off. Not counting that Robe of the Magi or all those gems or that 23 gold event that we got the other turn. Finally, we're starting to get money. And I have 817 gold. And this is what gets me into a little bit of trouble later. And I'm going to keep that as a foretelling of things to come. So, let's look underneath here. We have Site Search. The Gardens of Bones was a Death 1, and we're moving over to Site Search another province. Wait, what? Where was the guy? Oh, there he is. Old Akatashi is going to Site Search Gold Mountains. He's got better... he's going to be able to search Earth, and we really want to search these mountainous regions for Earth. And he's also going to be able to pick up fire. If you see, my buddy's already started to search, and he's searching with these Gaijas or Genjas or whatever they are. And so he's going to search, I'm going to search, and we should be able to get just about every single path. And I think that's what we learned from this game, is to hit every single path. Because I think we're going to miss out on... Okay, I know this one. Air and water. We're missing out on air and water, but we're hitting 7 other... No. 4, 5, 6, 7 other paths. So of the 11 paths, we're missing out on, like, I don't know. I'm getting confused. No, 9 paths. We're missing out on 2. We get 7 of them, and we're gonna end up with a lot of the vast majority of the sites. We'll have searched them out. We're finally going to man up this, and we're bringing in Fumitoki to help us out with this. We've got the Bane Lord leading the troops. I'm gonna go to the province, push Y, and see what we're doing here. I did recruit a couple barbarians, and like looking back, these barbarians are brilliant. I probably should have made more of them. They fit into a stack of Dione or of Kooni very, very, very well. They are a little faster, so maybe like keeping these with these guys would probably be a better option. But they kind of just fit in very well. Let's see. That's about all we're doing. We're building a lab here, and what we're going to do with the lab is start making these Nominaris. I'm building a temple here while searching, building another temple here, and if you see, like, I'm building 2 temples. Maybe that palisade was still under construction before. So 2 temples and a lab, and I still am sitting at 800 gold. So the events are really starting to pay off, and I'm kind of just building up this so I can start getting more troops. I got my air random on the first try, which yay! So I'm making owl quills, and this is when we're gonna start pumping up my research. My research right now. Oh boy, what am I doing with my? Oh, I'm building my. I'm forging my first dwarven hammer. This is gonna hurt my research a ton because that's 45 research, but what can you do? You need to, you need to get that dwarven hammer out, because dwarven hammers can make other dwarven hammers on the cheap. So your first dwarven hammer is always going to be expensive, and so this one's just a little bit more expensive because it doesn't just cost me 2 more earth gems, it also costs me a pretender turn, which is very sad. Research, I'm still stupidly going after Conjuration 5 because I want my Daitengu. Other than that, it's a boring turn. And I'm at 29. I really don't want to go into another one, even though this was so boring. Okay, so on the diplomatic front also, Hinam and Femoria have decided that they didn't want to attack, and that they're going to spend the next 10 turns getting back to the eastern side of their front. I'm assuming that they're going to go to war with somebody over here, like, say, Abyssia. And we found out this turn that Abyssia is dead. They're gone. I reached out and talked to them, and they're like, I think they even said they're going AI. Their partner, I talked to Bissia and they're like, yeah, there's nothing that we really can do. I didn't offer him a nap 3, and I'll be honest, I was very tempted to just come up here and then hit, like, wait for Abyssia to get a victory against this, because if you see, there's 5 Surf Warriors there. I was waiting for, like, what I was hoping for was I was going to move here, take this territory. Abyssia would knock that crap off of his fort, and then I'd go and siege Abyssia, and then I could somehow take Abyssia, which would be really, really cool. It'd be a really sneaky move. And we're gonna go and see if Abyssia is able to knock him off next turn, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We've come into Baratos, so we now know where Tianqi's ally is. And from the looks of it, Tianqi and Baratos are going to be really locked in. It's not that they didn't get enough provinces to start with. They started near other players, and we know that like Pan went in this direction, and they didn't go in this direction, so they possibly have gone in this direction. And not Hinam, Vanheim is in this direction, and they're at war with Abyssia and so yeah, Abyssia and great, now I forgot who it is. Saramatia. Saramatia has to be here. Like, it has to be one of these. I think they start on a... Do they start on a swamp province? I don't think they do. But Saramatia has to be here too. So, more than likely, they're both getting eaten up at this point. So, that is the turn. We're doing a couple more sneaky moves. I've told this guy, hey, I really want to attack this turn, but he's gonna go from friendly to friendly. But if he's not honest, or if he's like, oops, I forgot my move, or oh, I miscommunicated, something like that, then I move my troops here and I just get hammered, and I don't want to do that. So I told him, hey, can you move out, and the next turn I'll come here. And then what I'm hoping I can do, because I think he said he put 0 PD in both of these, is that I'm going to move this guy here, and then take this province, and then take these guys, and then take this province, and take both of them in one turn. And then not only that, but I can give him a little income, and that's what he was kind of going for. He's like, I'm hedged in, I would like that income. And I'll be honest, if I was fair with him, I would have given him all of this territory. I think that it was bad. I think I came out on negotiations, and like the goal of negotiations is to come out ahead, is to be the one that is to benefit your own side. However, sometimes benefiting your own side is by increasing your relations with the person that you're dealing with, and by giving him a good deal, so he knows that in the future, if he comes to you, he's going to get a fair and good deal. So yeah, I guess maybe I should have given him this stuff, and but I mean the mountain province. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to be done for today. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go for dinner, and I finished my marathon of recording. I think that I've recorded the last 5 or 6 episodes in a row. Just so if you're watching this, you probably already know this, but I'm gonna go to a Tuesday, Thursday schedule for now. I might change it up to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday if I record enough. So if you're watching this on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just know that the recording sessions were a success. I'm also hoping to start a new game now. Most of my games have died down. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, you'll also be seeing a second game that I'm going to start up with the same ally of this one. But hopefully I'll see you guys in that game. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I'll see you guys if I put up my Band of Brothers or Battle Brothers recordings. I'll also see you in that one. Have a good one.